Hey guys, it's Chirpy, your favorite rogue. Just going to be a quick video of opening my vaults on my Demon Hunter and my rogue, showing you what I got, explaining why I'm taking it, and then I'll be going over a Mythic Plus dungeon tier list for the week of Fortified, Bursting, Explosive, Thundering. So be sure to check that out. If you want all of my routes, as I mentioned later in the video, I keep them all on my Discord, so be sure to join that. And if you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I got plenty of guides and more content coming out soon, so I'm really excited for all of that. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get on to the video. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'll be showing you my great vault options and explaining why I'm taking what I'm taking out of it. So first we're going to start with my Demon Hunter's vault. It's the only alt that I've been really playing on lately. And let's see what we got. Crit Mastery Ring right there. I think we got to take that. That's Abyss Ring. 421. Yep. That's an instant winner right there. I don't even have to sim it. I just know that that's the best piece of gear that I have out of this vault. And we got a 19 ruby life pulls as our key. Slot that in right there. And now let's go over to our rogue, which we'll probably need some sims for. Our rogue's not missing too much gear. We do need a couple of pieces still though. Ideally what I'm looking for here is either a 421 weapon. I'll actually really prefer a 421 Refractions Edge if I can get that, so I'm going to put my spec to Outlaw. I could use a Crit Verse Ring. I could use Crit Verse Boots. 421 Pants. We'll see. Helm I can't take. Ring I can't take. 421 Boon. I'll probably end up just taking the Boon. Yeah, so I'm gonna sim all these anyways. I don't really want this ring because it does come with a socket, but I do have the jeweled signet of Melandris with the socket in my bags, just unleveled right now. 421 helm, I can't even use this if I want to. Neck, I have Valeria on it. I already have a 421 current technique. I already have this chest piece with avoidance on it, so really it comes down to only Storm Eater's Boon. It sucks because the current one I have does have avoidance on it, but this one's just going to do more damage, so we take it anyways. And I got a 24 Algathar, so 421 Boon equipped, and then we'll go into our dungeon tier list and overview for the week. Let's look at what the fixes are. We have Bursting, Volcanic, Fortified, and Thundering. If you want the routes that I use, you can be sure that you'll find them on the Discord. So I have an entire server just for routes on my Discord, or entire channel rather, which is in one of these Mythic Plus routes. So I post all my routes here that you can just import. So if you want this route, for example, you could just copy this info and then go to import and paste in the info here. And then when you click import, you will get a route. Alright, let's go into the tier list for the week for Bursting, Explosive, and Fortified. So we're going to start with the easy ones. Shadowmoon Burial Ground, S tier. You don't really have a lot of issues with explosives on Shadowmoon Burial Grounds. There's the Skitterlings, which can summon explosives in the beginning, or if you do a cheese jump at the end, it's not very dangerous. The only real dangerous pull is the last two Voidwalkers before the final boss, and that's pretty manageable. You just press defensives in the beginning, but Shadowmoon's always going to be the easiest key to do. It's just the lowest tuned dungeon. Right after that, I'll probably put Court of Stars up there with it. Court of Stars is very easy on trash. There's not really a lot of trash that can kill you in this dungeon other than the Mana Sabers, but you don't even have to pull pretty much any of the Mana Sabers. There's only one that is mandatory to pull. It's on the bridge before the first boss of the dungeon. So you can just stun lock that one saber, or put an Ursul's Vortex down, or a Binding Shot, whatever your group is using, and just kill that Saber, and it shouldn't be an issue. Next up, I'd probably say Algathar. I'm not going to put anything. I don't think anything is really C, D, F tier. But Algathar is definitely one of the harder ones for this week, with bursting being a lot of mob count, and there being a lot of explosives due to the high mob count. This week is just healer hell, more or less. So we're going to put Algathar in the B tier as one of the harder dungeons to do. Azure Vault probably falls in that same category. There's a lot of mobs, a lot of mechanics to watch out for, a lot of swirlies to watch out for. Add explosives on top of that, and add bursting on top of that at the end of the packs. You're going to be in for a bit of a hard time. Nakud, actually, you know what? I lied. I am going to put these down here because I feel like Nakud is a little bit easier than these. This is just my personal opinion. I feel like Nakud is pretty easy for the timer. These two are a little bit tight on the timer, Algathar and Azure Vault. So that's why I'm putting them in the C tier. Because if you're dealing with explosives, your healer can't do a lot of damage. And if somebody else in your group is dealing with explosives, they're sacrificing damage to deal with explosives. So you're already sacrificing a lot of time on these. Nakud Defensive has a little bit easier of a timer. Even though it is a higher pull count dungeon, I feel like Nakud Offensive should be relatively easier than these two. Next up we have Halls of Valor. Halls of Valor I'm going to put in the A tier. A lot of people have issues with Halls of Valor, but I think Halls of Valor is actually one of the easier keys on Fortified Weeks. The only thing that you really have to watch out for are Frontals and Thunderbolt casts, really. And I mean the Runecarver etches as well, but the rest of the trash doesn't really do anything for it doesn't do any damage other than to the tank. So you have a really strong tank and a really strong healer. Halls of Valor is a pretty straightforward key on Fortified Weeks. On Tyrannical Weeks is a little bit different story. Herja hits like a truck, Odin hits like a truck. But on Fortified Weeks, I feel like this is a pretty good place for Halls of Valor. Then we have Ruby Light Pools. Ruby Light Pools got nerfed into the ground so many times. I feel like on Fortified, this is just a joke dungeon now. All you have to do in the beginning, if you didn't watch my Ruby Light Pools commentary guide, I explain how to do every single thing that you need to do in Ruby Light Pools. So you can make sure that if you watch that video, you will be fully educated on what abilities to kick, what abilities to stop, how to survive, how to kill things, what order to kill things in. It's a great video for you guys to watch. Check that out. Link on the screen. And then Temple of the Jade Serpent. So this is a medium one for me. I would put it in like a B+ tier if it was available. And the only reason is because I feel like a lot of people aren't used to the kind of mobs that are in Temple of Jade Serpent. There are a decent number of kicks, not too many. You need a D-Curse as well for the healing debuff that the Mistweavers put out. So I'd put this in a B+ tier. I'll just leave it in B here. But there's a very low mob count in Temple of Jade Serpent, so you're not dealing with a lot of explosives. One thing that could be very annoying are the exploding Shaws with bursting. I don't know if those apply bursting stacks, but if they do, you're getting everything to explode, and then when they explode, they're also adding the magic debuff. If that is how it works, then it's definitely a B tier dungeon, because that could be very toxic. People already get insanely low when those mini Shaws explode that are around like the fish pack or in the courtyard packs. So if those give bursting stacks as well, this is going to be a rougher dungeon this week, because people are going to get low, get the bursting stacks, and then just fall over. It's not really ideal. But yeah, that's that for my vaults. I got my 421 boon, which is pretty nice. And yeah, nothing really too exciting, but we work with what we got. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, be sure to like, subscribe. Check out the Twitch at twitch.tv/chirpytv. I stream there almost every day. I'll be streaming Raid Tuesday, Wednesdays, and I'll be streaming M+ content every other day of the week as well. So, hope to see you guys there soon. Thanks so much for watching.